Hi there. I'm a high schooler going to their junior year of high school, and recently I've switched over to the Cat S22 as my main phone that I take to drive, to go to school, or just going anywhere in general. So here's a little overview of the phone. So in terms of the screen, I actually find it pretty nice. Like the color range is decent. It opens apps slower than iPhone, obviously, but it's still usable. Like Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music works surprisingly well on this. And in my experience when I'm driving, you can actually use, I think for most cars, you can use the Bluetooth Connect for this phone as well, which is surprising. In terms of battery life, oh, here's the camera. Let's look at the camera first. It's actually not bad. There's a lot of people trying to, for those of you who really liked like the old camera style, like CCDs, this could actually be a pretty good option. Like photos I take on here really give that vibe. And I had a lot of people DMing me and asking me if I got a CCD, and I said no. I took that photo on my flip phone, which is honestly something really funny to say. It uses the Kika. So no, personally I'm using the Kika input because I like it more than the touchscreen keyboard, but you can use a touchscreen keyboard or voice input as well. Let's open the back cover. This just looks really nice, doesn't it? I really love the aesthetic. But let's open the back. As you can see, it's not that difficult at all. Maybe with a camera. Kind of hard, but you just spin it open. And then you can just open it. Open it from the side. There's a little gap here. But this is the back cover. As you can see, it's like waterproof and everything. That's another feature of this phone. It's really waterproof. I've used this underwater in a bathtub. It worked perfectly fine, the keypad. Here's the battery. Battery life on this phone is actually really decent. Before filming this video, I actually haven't charged it for 3 days almost, and it finally started dying this morning. So battery life is certainly something that's not a problem for this flip phone. And if you really hate the battery life or something, you could buy a replacement battery and have that one charge up as well. And with guys that you could just, when other people are like, oh my gosh, no, my iPhone's dying, I need a charger so bad, you could just screw open the back of your Cat S22 and just remove the battery and put a new one in. Here's the battery. And you see I have a SIM card and actually a micro SD card. So the phone comes with 16 gigabytes of storage, but you can expand it. I think on the website it said 128 gigabytes for SD card, but I didn't have that, so I just used a 256 instead. It actually worked. So right now this phone has like 270 gigabytes of storage, which is honestly too much for this phone. I don't see how I'm gonna ever use that much storage. But yeah, here's a better look at the phone. Pretty sure you can charge it with the base, but I didn't buy that. In terms of the side buttons, you can see that this one's editable. I love the color because look, it's orange, just like the editable like programmable button on the Apple Watch Ultra, and it does like exactly the same thing. You can have it programmed for double tap or long press. And right now I have long press programmed as Apple Music and then double click programmed as the camera, which is really convenient. All you have to do is you flip over your phone and then you just double click. Okay, right now it's restarting because I just reinserted the battery, but on the other side we have the volume buttons, which I found this works when it's in Bluetooth with your car, which is pretty sick. You can adjust the volume on your phone. Don't drive and text, guys. But besides that, this phone uses Type-C, which is really convenient. I definitely prefer it over my Lightning charging iPhone because Type-C is just a lot more compatible with my other devices. But yeah, that's all I can say for this phone for now. I've had it for 2 weeks and I have no complaints. Like, it feels nice in my hand, it fits nice in my pocket, it's really durable. Like, listen to the sound. Like, I'm never gonna do this with an iPhone, okay? I showed this to a physics teacher and he asked me if I charge it every 2 weeks. He had it in his hand and he asked me, okay, no, he did ask me. He just said, I bet if I threw this on the ground right now, it would be totally fine. I've tried that before. It's fine, but it's not so good for a floor. But yeah, that's our review.